Our partners at inewsource recently reported that the San Diego VA is removing suicidal veterans from a life-saving drug and transitioning them to a controversial nasal spray. Now, inewsource investigative reporter Brad Racino has found the VA is lying about its reasons.
After the San Diego VA began taking veterans off ketamine injections at a private clinic in La Jolla, we asked why. The drug was working for the vets, who swore by its effectiveness in treating their depression. The agency's responses were conflicting and false. At first, the VA claimed it could offer similar services at its La Jolla hospital. Records we obtained show that isn't true. The VA also said they had talked about a transition plan with the vets, whose lives would be upended by this decision. Emails and interviews with veterans don't back that up.
If anybody cared about us, the only time would be if 10 of us kill ourselves at one time.
Tom Johan is a 73-year-old Air Force veteran in Ramona. He has tried everything to help with his depression and suicidal thoughts. Nothing worked until he found ketamine.
My mind was refreshed. I could think. I had compassion. I could see colors. I wasn't afraid to be around people.
Johan is one of many vets being pulled off ketamine and put on Spravato, a nasal spray alternative they say isn't working for them. Those who've tried and failed the VA treatments are now desperate to return to the private clinic, but the VA is saying no.
I'm angry. I am full of rage.
Last week, the VA abruptly gave a different reason for switching the vets. It said the private clinic administering the drug was giving it through an injection and not an IV. Because that's not what the VA had authorized, the clinic can't treat the veterans. Again, the agency's records show that isn't true. VA psychiatrists and its top administrators have repeatedly authorized the injections.
We've had enough. Enough is enough.
The House Veterans Affairs Committee is looking into what's happening in San Diego, and local members of Congress are aware of the situation. But veterans like Johan continue to come forward, hoping someone will take action. The VA will not respond to questions about its contradictory or false statements and is continuing with a plan to remove all veterans from the clinic by the end of September. For KPBS, I'm inewsource investigative reporter Brad Racino.
If you or someone you know is considering suicide, call the National Suicide Prevention Hotline at 1-800-273-8255.